Bloody hell, mate. The last year my mate made me this knife. It's so funny. How funny is done things? It's like, cool, I had a knife. This is a knife. You know what I mean? This knife my mate made me by hand. Right? Killed a pig with it. Christmas time. And I haven't washed it yet. It's still got like a bit of blood. Fuck you! Hey, it's going. We are live on Rumble and YouTube and D Live. We've got maybe Vil. We've got some of the boys from Murder the Media. How you going, brother? Welcome to the show. On? We're just posting out links across Telegram. Anyone who wants to come on, we've posted into a few chats. Tell us about Murder the Media, brother. It's sort of, we're having a bit of a Rumble live streaming's happening, so there's going to be a bit of a revival or what?
Yeah, it's really going that direction. Telegram, it's great, but kind of limited, you know. So Rumble is where we're really trying to focus our traffic on the live shows right now. It's a great platform. The app's a little buggy. I'm on the app right now, but it's going to
get
right.
there, bro. It's going to get there because I remember seeing, Roots Calhoun, how you going, brother, on the YouTube. Yeah, I remember like Rumble. I first got Rumble maybe, let's say 12 months ago, and I was like, this is shit. No good. Next minute, people are live streaming, and I'm like, I got to jump on the bandwagon. And it's like, it feels like we're back. We're going back to the D Live days before. Guess that was before January 6th. You know what I'm saying? And then everyone got shut down, and now we're having like a freedom of speech revival. I guess like Twitter's adding to this momentum. We got Rumble. We've got Kanye out there. Mate, Kanye's sort of bringing back like the meme wars and shit posting. If you ask me, that was just like a mad shit posting, like epic revival. Bang. Looks like who did we just miss? We got someone jumping in on audio. Same bloke. Did we just lose your video?
No, I'm driving in the dark, so it's not going to do any good. It's Vil, Murder the Media. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, Vil. How are you, mate? Driving in the dark. Have you ever heard the song Fishing in the Dark?
No, but I have actually done some fishing in the dark at some point in my life. And it was, I would say it was good. It was a good experience. However, it probably wasn't because I don't ever have any success when I'm fishing. Ever.
Did you have luck when you were fishing in the dark?
No, it was the same experience, except I couldn't see anything.
Fuck. That's shit.
But what's different?
Were you blind drunk or what?
Well, that's what I was going to say is, a lot of these guys, they go fishing in the morning, It's kind of weird to be drinking first thing in the morning. But if you're fishing in the dark, that's like a free pass. Yeah, that's what it's not a total loss,
Yeah. And fucking tell me, what about Yi? Is he just like fucking... He's taken over planet Earth or what? He's going to be the new prime minister?
I would hope so. And, any like normal person I talk to, which isn't very many because I don't know very many normal people anymore, they're all like, no, that's crazy. Why would you want that guy? He's a madman. And I go, that's exactly why I want him because with the current state in the state of the United States, the only solution is just utter chaos. Otherwise, it's just going to be a slow kind of. If the Democrats are in control, it's going to be a fast descent into madness. And if the Republicans are in control, it's going to be the same end result. It's just going to take longer. So I feel like Kanye or Ye, if you will, which I'm still uncomfortable saying that, but apparently he gets offended if you don't. He's like the stick that's going to get thrown in the spoke that's just really got to mess things up for everybody, and I think it's a good thing.
Fucking oath. I love the, when I think about this whole thing, like Yi, I call him Yi. I'm changing my name to DustYE, by the way.
That
so
works.
I get offended if people don't call me DustYE. You know,
I will make a note of that.
I call them Nazis. I'm like, oh, so if you don't want to be called a Nazi, you got to call me DustYE. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of fair.
What if they start calling Kanye Nachi or Nachi? I don't. That's the other thing too. Is it's spelled Ye, right?
Yeah.
And but he pronounces it Ye. You know, like celebratory.
Yeah.
And it's confusing, but there's a lot better puns if you pronounce it Ye than there is Ye. So I think you should reconsider that pronunciation.
So he pronounces it Ye. So
Yeah.
I've been fucking it up. I've been calling him Ye the whole time. I'm a retard.
No, I do it too. It's just the spelling. It throws you off.
Yeah. Mad. So this is my thing. He wore All Lives Matter t-shirt to his fashion parade, whatever that was in Paris. This is what caused the initial all his shit getting shut down, right? That's
You mean the White Lives Matter shirt?
The White Lives Matter. The White Lives Matter.
Yeah.
So that's what initiated this whole thing. He wears a White Lives Matter, and then everyone goes after him. The Jews apparently shut down all his shit, and then here's a black dude standing up for white people. And why the fuck why do all these Jewish CEOs and corporations or whatever the people his business dealings, he's saying that these people are all Jewish. So he must be right. Like, that's a fact. Are you there? Is he hit a bump in the road?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I think maybe we lost Bill.
Damn, he's gone fishing in the dark.
Hey, I gotta tell you what, dude. Earlier, I was talking, and all of a sudden I was just gone from it. So, I don't know.
Just dropped out.
Maybe something to do with the server.
I wonder if it's it's not. It couldn't be my end, but I don't know. We're on the other side of the world. We have Black Man from Murder the Media. From the Censored TV Telegram chat. How you going, brother?
All's well. How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm changing my name to DustYE. What do you reckon?
That's pretty coattail writing.
Oh yeah. I'm going right there, bro. How do we volunteer for Kanye's election campaign? Is there a website we can go to? We just sign up. He puts us on a volunteer roster. You know what I mean? We can start door knocking and shit and be like, "Hey, vote for fucking Ye 2024."
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, I've talked to some friends of mine, and everyone a lot of my conservative friends think he's crazy. And it's like, yeah, you all thought that about Trump too when he was running. Remember how crazy he was? He was kind of crazy and bombastic. This is just like, I'm going to be crazier and more bombastic than Trump, which is a hard road to hoe.
I think he's crazy. He's just crazy like a fox.
I like crazy. Crazy's good. He says some crazy shit. I've used Kanye's lines. I was in the city and remember when he did his first election campaign 2020 and he was talking to some chick about abortion, and he's like, give every woman who's considering an abortion $1 million, right? And it seems like that's crazy, right? That's crazy. And I was talking to these young people. It's on a censored episode, and they're going on abortion is a human right for women's rights, and I was like, give every woman $1 million so they keep the baby. $1 million. And so these are the people, these are the big government people who just want to give out free shit left, right, and center, right? It's never-ending budgets, never-ending printing cash. They don't give a fuck any social issue. They'll do anything. But when it comes to this scenario where you would give $1 million to a fucking family, they're like, no. Even they are like, no, that's too much socialism. It's too much socialism, bro. And I'll be like, come on, man. You can't put a price on a life. That's I got that from Ye, bro. And I rate it. I reckon it's good.
That's kind of like, would you have sex with me for $100? And the woman says no. And they're like, all right, would you have sex with me for $1 million? I'm like, well, yeah. It's like, so you're a prostitute, but we just have to find, how much you're willing to be paid to do it. So yeah, what's a human life worth?
What's a human life worth?
Do we have to put a number on it?
Apparently,
what if you put $1 million? What happens if you put say if you won the lotto tomorrow, how much you might approach after you've bought houses and businesses? You probably approach an investment fund and you'll put money in an investment fund. Maybe we're lazy as fuck and we're going to put money in a managed investment fund in the share market, right? This bitch this is the hypothetical. This bitch, some lady's gonna have an abortion. We go, no, we're gonna put $1 million in a fucking managed trust fund, and you're living off the interest. That's all your money forever. And when the kid turns 21, the government takes back the $1 million trust fund. Bang. So you're not actually giving them the million. You're just giving them a trust fund and money, profit. They're just living off the profit off the $1 million. That's what I would do.
Does that number change? Based on the race of the child?
Jewish children are going to need a lot more money because the whole world's racist against them.
I just asked that because I wasn't sure if y'all could hear me anymore. But also I was serious.
Yeah. Well, because we would have to ask Ye, and it's his plan, but I mean, he would probably say Jewish children get double because everyone's racist towards Jewish children, or Jewish people. So
no, I think the solution to that would be the Jewish.
He's gone. I could imagine what he was going to say.
All right. Well, whenever we're talking about Ye, whatever you want to call it, several months ago, he said that he wanted to open a monastery so that all of the potentially aborted children could go there and live under his tutelage.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to wonder.
That's probably cheaper.
After the Alex Jones interview, what kind of tutelage would be rendered?
They'll be all working at InfoWars, bro. We'll have them in the back. In the back, we're buying supplements and shit. What does he have? Fucking alpha. What's his fucking number one fucking super vitality?
It's super butthole vitality. Now that's something
super butthole vitality.
Yeah.
And all the children are now in Kanye's fucking monastery with forced labor, a little bit of forced labor, but it's better than dying. It's better than being turned into adrenochrome. You know what I'm saying?
So that just renders the age-old question: forced labor or death?
Bang. That's how Australia was built, bro. That is Australia. They were like, what are we going to do with these disgusting convicts? Kill them or slave labor? Bang. Thanks, America. If you guys didn't fight for your, independence, Australia never would have happened. You know that, eh? Because I think they were sending you guys were getting the English convicts, and then they were like, fuck. I think that
they're using those convicts against us.
That's what happened, bro.
I think America was a lot of Puritans in the beginning, and a lot of people that would just, I don't know, rather die than live under the yoke of the Catholic Church or the Church of England.
Yeah.
But then it became something much more. And
there was a small percentage of English convicts. I mean, I don't know. My theory is when you guys kicked the Poms out, the Poms were up in Canada, right? But I think the Poms were like, fuck, the Yanks are going to take this over as next. Do you know what I mean? So then they were like,
right.
Fuck, we need to get another place, because I think they were afraid that, Canada was next. So they were like, fuck it. We'll go to Australia. We'll go to New Zealand. Bang. Send the disgusting criminals over there for slave labor. Perfect. What an amazing empire. No.
Well, let's imagine crime in pre-colonial England for just a moment. Would it have been stealing a shilling? Would it have been not properly sweeping the chimney? I mean, England seems like a pretty proper place. So what would have crime been considered at that point worthy of being shipped off to a penal colony?
Stealing someone's fucking hanky. I'm pretty sure they have like a list. They have lists, bro. They have lists of all these petty crimes that people got sent here for, like literally stealing a meal and shit like this. People like
I think one of them was. I think one of them was if you miss tea time by an hour more than thrice in a week, you could be deported.
See you later.
There was a breach of etiquette at second breakfast.
Right. But I feel like England wasn't wrong for that. You know, they needed to maintain a civil society.
They needed to be badass. All these faggy lefties are like, oh my God, colonialism. It's like, bro, if you own an empire, you were going to get fucking rolled by an empire. You know what I mean? The reason they're like pissed at the English or the Spanish, it's like, what did you want? You wanted them to get rolled by some other cat. You know, like we're not talking about, we live in a world of nations now, but this is the world of empires. That's what was going on. You were either a badass empire or you were getting fucking rolled on hard.
Yeah. If you weren't getting fucked over by the main empire, you were getting fucked over by the second largest empire in order for them to acquire your territory to take on the largest empire. Those are probably your options.
Yeah. Or your own native tribe was just fucking pillaging, you know, just raping and pillaging each other. And I would say the Poms were the most civilized people on earth. You know what I mean? Maybe the Muslims were pretty civilized too. I don't know.
Well, the name Poms sounds pretty civilized. Just the name itself.
The Poms, yeah. It's an insult. Apparently, it's insulting to call them Poms. It's a big Australian thing.
I've never heard of that.
Are you talking about the Japanese?
Hey, are those related to Yowies in any way?
Yeah, Yowies, mate.
Those are the guys. Those were the guys who constantly stepped their toes. That's how
These
they got
were
that
the
name.
original natives, bro. There was Yowies and there were pygmies, and then like Abos came across the land bridge across Indonesia and got trapped here with the fucking pygmies and the Yowies, and it was on, bro. The Aboriginals just genocided all the pygmies. There's only a few Yowies left on the continent. It was fucking brutal, mate. The English came to this land to save what was left of the Yowie population. We tried to save them. Luckily, it's the true shit, bro. The Abos used to beg the British not to go into the bush. They were like, no, you're going to get killed by Yowies. Like, this is the real shit, bro. That's the real shit, bro. I'm telling you. You're going to die. The Aboriginal, these savages cared for us. That's where we're all getting it wrong, because they have big hearts, the Aboriginals. They didn't want to see us get our heads ripped off by giant fucking beasts.
I heard that heart thing was actually a genetic defect in most of them.
The addiction to alcohol, you mean?
Would that be known as a defecting, or am I getting that lingo off?
Defecting, probably. You just chuck an E on everything now. Everything needs to be shortened. Abos call me Dustbo, so whenever I'm around Abos, they're like Dustbo, 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 and I'm like, fuck.
Hey, Dusty,
you shorten.
Dusty, can I ask you a very not serious question? How do you feel about Chris Lilly?
He's a fucking legend, brother. He's the top notch.
So
that's just pure B grade. Like, honestly, he's like my hero. Why not?
If I was to say Nathan, You would know exactly what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. And he got banned, bro. He's banned off Netflix. You know they say they wiped his shows out.
He
gone.
He did blackface so many fucking times.
Yeah.
Hey, are we allowed to cuss here?
Say whatever you want. We'll see. We'll test Rumble. We'll have to see what Rumble's like. Let me see if this is fucking. We are live on Rumble. That's sick. Do we have any comments? No. We're just starting. This is our this is our third stream on Rumble, but the second time we did it somehow it fucked up. So, we're here. We're doing a third. This is the third time ever. So we're gonna find the boundaries. We got Ballycopter here in the YouTube comments section. Damn, Roots, it's been so long, brother. Ballycopter's in there. But yeah, so do you guys have got Bigfoot over there?
We do. But here in the deep south, we call them boogers.
Yeah, wood boogers, right? Wood boogers.
I've never heard that.
Man. Yeah, boogers.
There's a restaurant down in Southwest Virginia called Wood Boogers, and like they just have tons of like Bigfoot memorabilia and stuff all over the walls. I never heard of it until I went down there. Like, yeah, that's what we call them. They're boogers.
Yeah, they also have up in West Virginia Tudor's Biscuit World. If y'all ever get a chance to stop by, they're actually really good.
It sounds delicious. Hey, I recognize another voice on the stream. Who is that?
Who's that?
This here's Black Man. I hang out over in the censored chat on Telegram.
It's weird. I recognize your name or your voice, rather.
Right, I'm gonna have to wrap it up, boys. We've done a 22-minute stream. My boy has woken up. My missus is like, get in here. Barry's just chundered in the cot, so I'm out.
Thanks, Dusty. Good to talk to you.
Thanks, boys. You.